as Namibia's first female president on March 21st, 2025, Nandine Ndaitwah has wasted no time in dismantling the colonial shackles that have bound Africa for centuries. Her latest masterstroke, a revolutionary pact with Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema to allow citizens to cross their shared border using only national identity cards, has sent shockwaves rippling across Africa and beyond, striking terror into the hearts of Western powers. This is not just a policy. It is a bold declaration of African emancipation, a direct assault on the neo-colonial order that has plundered the continent's wealth for far too long. With Namibia, Zambia and Botswana forging a mineral-rich Southern African alliance, the West's worst nightmare is coming to life. A united Africa, led by a fearless woman who refuses to bow, is rising to reclaim its destiny. Nandine Ndaitwah is not just shaking the West. She is shattering their illusions of control, and they are scrambling to extinguish the flames of her revolution. On October the 24th, 2023, during Zambia's 59th Independence Day celebrations in Windhoek, Namibia's Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, Albert Kawana, unveiled a groundbreaking initiative that will echo through the ages. Namibian and Zambian citizens will soon traverse their shared border using only national identity cards. Soon, Zambian nationals will be able to enter Namibia using just their ID cards, Kawana proclaimed. We are working to phase out the requirement for passports between our two countries. This is no mere administrative tweak. It is a radical reimagining of African borders, designed to liberate the masses from the oppressive, costly passport system, a relic of colonial division that has long hindered the free movement of people. This revolutionary pact builds on a similar agreement between Namibia and Botswana, which already allows citizens to cross borders with national IDs. By extending this model to Zambia, Nandine Ndaitwah is positioning Namibia as the vanguard of regional integration within the Southern African Development Community, SADC. The national ID card, accessible to nearly every citizen, becomes a symbol of empowerment, enabling farmers, traders and families, especially the poorest among them, to move freely, trade effortlessly and strengthen cultural ties. This initiative dismantles the artificial barriers erected by colonial powers, fostering a sense of African brotherhood that transcends borders drawn in Berlin in 1884. The economic implications are profound. The Namibia-Zambia agreement aligns with the Walvis-Bay-Ndola-Lubumbashi development corridor, a critical trade route connecting Namibia's Atlantic port to Zambia's copper-rich heartland and the Democratic Republic of Congo. By simplifying cross-border movement, this pact will boost trade, tourism and investment, creating a vibrant economic ecosystem that prioritizes African prosperity. It is a direct challenge to the Western-dominated global trade system, which has long relied on Africa's fragmentation to extract its resources. With Namibia's uranium and oil, Zambia's copper, and Botswana's diamonds, this emerging Southern African bloc is poised to become an economic juggernaut, threatening the West's stranglehold on the continent's wealth. At the forefront of this revolution stands President Netumbo Nandine Ndaitwah, a 72-year-old veteran of Namibia's liberation struggle whose courage and vision are reshaping Africa's future. A stalwart of the Southwest Africa People's Organization, SWAPO, Nandine Ndaitwah joined the fight against apartheid South Africa as a teenager in the 1960s, enduring exile in Zambia, Tanzania, the Soviet Union and the United Kingdom. Her decades of service as a lawmaker, foreign minister and vice president have culminated in her historic ascension to the presidency, making her one of only a handful of female African leaders, alongside icons like Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Joyce Banda and Samia Suluhu Hassan. Since taking office, Nandine Ndaitwah has moved with breathtaking speed to assert Namibia's sovereignty. Her first major act was a bombshell that sent shockwaves through Western capitals, the nationalization of Namibia's oil and gas sector. On March 22, 2025, she announced that the management of this critical industry would fall directly under the office of the president, stripping control from foreign giants like Total Energies and Shell. With offshore discoveries set to produce 700,000 barrels per day by 2030, Namibia is on the cusp of becoming a global energy player.